How are you?
Hey, Michelle, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good, sir.
Good,
So,
wonderful.
how's your quarantine going?
It's going pretty good. Trying to stay active, trying to be responsible, and trying to stay healthy. What about yours?
Yeah, I'm good, pretty good. But as you see, the lockdown is going on, and we are inside the home and having some nice information and useful for us for our health. So you are there. Hello, guys. I'm Vishal, and our guest today is Mr. Colin Parks from Five Slim Fitness, and
Yes.
he's a, professional trainer and and a motivator. So, sir, first we'll go with some nutritive questions. So,
Okay.
for our viewers, so what is the most valuable thing when we are just woke up from our sleep? What should we do first?
I always say replenish your body with water. Um,
Yeah,
the Once you wake up, you're kind of breaking a fast. So
yeah,
if you can first hydrate yourself, refuel yourself with hydration and water, the first thing you
yeah,
wake up, it kind of gives your body a little bit of boost. We
yeah.
have so many electrical currents going throughout our body, and
Right.
once we kind of get that water first thing in the morning, it helps with digestion. It helps like wake you up a little bit and kind of breaks that fast of what you've been doing when you've been sleeping.
Right. So, what are the things we do while our workout is going on? What will be the main precaution? Because nowadays everyone wants to be a fitness freak, but the thing is, they are not doing it properly, and they want to know the things which they don't know. As we can get from you the things. So, what we will do to get a better and fitter body?
I would say always um be active. You have to put in the hard work. It's no shortcuts. It's no magic pill. With Five Slim, we train people that it's 80% nutrition and 20% physical activity. So, you have to eat properly. You have to eat well. You have to hydrate your body because you can eat, or you can work out 5 days a week. But if you go and eat food that's not good for you, all of that work that you put in would just be tossed out of the window. So we really teach 80% nutrition, 20% physical activity. And one thing is just getting active, okay? Even if it's someone who's, just starting out, walking a mile every day could definitely show some benefits if you're having the right nutrition. I always tell people to be safe. Don't do things that you're uncomfortable doing. If you have questions, reach out to a fitness professional. Ask them. I'm pretty sure if you ask a question to any fitness professional, they will definitely.
Yeah. So, sir, what are the kind of nutrition Five Slim Fitness will recommend us to get our body in a good shape?
We always recommend to eat, you know, 5 to 6 servings of fruits and vegetables every day.
Right,
That's a big one. 5 to 6 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. The reason
right,
being, fruits and vegetables, they have a lot of vitamins and minerals that our body cannot produce on its own. So those are
right,
things that's going to help you feel energized and awake and alert throughout the day. Also,
right,
too, fruits and vegetables, they're high in fiber. That's going to help with our digestion. It's going to help with our appetite, make sure that we don't overeat certain things. And another big benefit from fruits and vegetables, they show like the more fruits and vegetables that you eat, it reduces
right.
the chance of heart disease, stroke, type
Yeah,
2 diabetes, and a lot of other colon issues. So it definitely reduces all of those top killers when we talk about things that play a significant role in deaths, as far as like heart disease.
right. Sir, we have one viewer. So she is asking, or he is asking about what vegetables we should eat, which are helpful to us, Mr.
I,
Tari.
and I mean it's not it's I mean vegetables each all vegetables have some different type of benefit. I
Yeah,
always say have a colorful plate. You know, you want to have definitely always have the leafy green vegetables. You know, whether it's spinach, arugula, kale, those different things. Always stick with the leafy green vegetables. They'll help provide you with iron. But you know,
right,
definitely get the carrots. You know, get some orange vegetables, get some peppers. But it's no specific vegetables that I would recommend. You just want to
right.
make sure that you're having a wide variety of vegetables, so that way you can get those different nutrients from each different vegetable. So you don't have to be set on stone with one vegetable. Get out there and try as many as you like. See which ones that you like personally, and then start to incorporate those into your diet.
So the next question is, which fruit or vegetable are the fat cutters, which can help to burn our fats?
It's, now, I wouldn't say there are a lot to help burn off fat. Now, when you
Yeah,
think about fruits and vegetables, they have a lower calorie count. All right.
right,
Say if
right,
you eat some potato chips, you know, you eat a
right,
handful of potato chips, right? And you eat a
right,
handful of
right,
vegetables. Those
right.
vegetables are going to have a significantly less amount of calories than those potato chips. So when you reduce your calorie count, you're gonna decrease the chance of like building fat and unwanted calories and unwanted weight.
Right. So this is the question from Shweta. That so which fruit I'm a chef, so I think the fruits which have the vitamin C and have the citrus acid, those vitamins can cut our fats easily or more significantly.
Now there are some benefits to having like more citrus fruits. You
Right.
know, like you
Yeah.
have the lemons, the oranges, things that have a little bit more acidity. Um,
Right.
just how it's digested within the body, it has a lot of benefits with kind of helping burn off fat. But I wouldn't directly correlate it to burning off fat. You know, I won't say that if you eat lemon or you drink a lot of lemon juice, it's going to help burn off fat. You know, it does
Right.
have some acidity in it that helps aid when we talk about fat loss. But I wouldn't depend solely on that.
Right. So the thing is, what is the healthy lifestyle we have to maintain to eat some what we need to eat or what we need to do in a day-to-day routine. So we have a, healthy lifestyle.
Right. So if we talk about nutrition, let's just say, don't be so big on diets. Just have a
Yeah.
well balanced diet, okay? You have a
Yes.
healthy amount of fats, you have a
Yes.
healthy amount of carbohydrates, and you have a healthy amount of protein, okay? Now you want to get all of those things from good sources, good lean protein, okay? Carbohydrates that's going to help fuel you, like your fruits, your vegetables are good sources of carbs. And then you have your healthy fats, nuts, um, oils, avocados, those types of things. So always have a well balanced diet, so that way you'll feel energized and ready to go. You can replenish your body from whatever
Right.
physical activity you do. And I would always recommend when we talk about physical activity, at least get 90 minutes of physical activity a week, at least. Okay,
Right.
so that's an hour and a half throughout the week. You can break that into three 30-minute sessions, or if you want to do more, you can exercise an hour 5 days a week. That's totally up to you, but at least get moving.
Right. So, sir, as you said, in a week we should do 90 minutes of workout at least.
At least, yeah.
So what? Yeah. So what are the basic workouts a man can do at least, not with like a fitness freak, like some basic which everyone can do.
Okay. So I mean, most of the time we can always rely on walking. Okay, walking
Right.
is a start now. If you can jog, if you can run, that will be a little bit more effective or give you a little bit um, more bang for your buck. Okay, if you
Right.
can run, jog, or walk, that's always a good place to start off at. Secondly, you don't need any equipment. You can use body weight exercises. All right. Now, we kind of go off 5 different exercises, as you can see on my shirt. All right.
Right.
So our
Right.
first exercise is that we have crunches. All right. Crunches or toe touches. So that's kind of a standing or sitting position, reaching down to the toe. Body weight exercise. Our second exercise is a squat, a body
Yeah.
weight squat. Nice and simple. Our third exercise is a plank or push up.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Our fourth exercise are the crunches, laying down on the ground, working the abdominal region. All right.
Right.
And our fifth one is, like I said, running, jogging, walking, or something of that sort. So those are kind of 5 exercises that we base our fitness off of. That's kind of our philosophy. You can do
Right.
physical activity, body weight with these 5 different exercises and get a well-rounded workout in.
Right. So the thing is nowadays people are not getting too much of time in a normal day. Now it is quarantine and everything. We are going with the pandemic situation. So,
Mhm.
sir, how Five Slim Fitness is born, and from where it comes from?
Five Slim is originated in Detroit, Michigan, in the United States of America. Um,
Right.
we are an online service that's dedicated to promoting. Sorry, are you still there?
Yeah.
Hello. Okay.
Hello.
Sorry. Yeah, but we're
Yeah.
we're an online service dedicated to natural weight loss
Yeah.
through better nutrition and fitness. We
Right.
kind of derived here. We have a lot of our market out in India. A lot of our audience is out in India. I would say 80% is out in
Right.
India, but we're from Detroit, Michigan, in the United States. We've been around for
Right.
3 years. We have a
Right.
website, 5slim.com, and we have a ton of things that you can go and check out on there as well.
Right. So, how long you are with Five Slim Fitness? How long?
I've been with Five Slim Fitness for over 2 years now.
Okay. So, how's the
Yes.
experience, and how it feels when you are connected with such a great organization?
Oh, it's amazing. They have core values that I believe in. Anything that's dealing with the empowerment or improving your physical well-being. We want to work on longevity. We want to
Right.
live a long life and we want to feel good while we do it, and that's what Five
Right.
Slim is all about.
Right. Sir, one more thing. Sir, what are the things you will personally tell us about in quarantine situation, like we can't go out from our home. So what are the things we'll do to get these things good, or to be fit or doing great in our home?
Inside the home and outside the home.
Yeah.
So like I said, one thing that I do daily is that I walk at least 2 to 3 miles every day. I might walk
Right.
in the morning or in the evening. That's always a good one. I have home exercises that I do. Um, if
Right.
I need something where I can't think of it, I go to 5slim.com and they have a home exercise. They have a daily fitness schedule that provides you with meals and workouts every day of the week. So if I kind of scatterbrain, I need an exercise or a workout to do, I go to 5slim.com and they'll
Yeah.
have a workout laid out for me that I can do at home. So I would
Mm.
always say at home workouts can take about 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, however long you need it to be, So let's say if time is a little bit short, you can get a 10-minute workout in at home on your own. So that's one thing that I do. I walk for at least 2 to 3 miles in the morning or in the evening. I do some group exercise classes. So I go
Okay.
online and do exercise classes, and that could be like an hour. Body weight training, interval training if you want to work cardio, or you can do body weight strength training, kind of incorporating these 5 exercises that we talked about. And I would always say mix it up, do some cardio training and do some strength training, so that way you can be well balanced. You don't just focus on strength. You want to build up your cardiovascular system, and you want to build up your muscular strength as well. So I would say
Right.
keep it well balanced.
Right. So, guys, everyone, you as here, you can follow Mr. Colin Parks in his personal account, and it's CP the trainer, and just follow him. And whenever he is live in the Instagram, just take the valuable things from him. So, sir, next is, what is the role of protein in our life?
What is the what?
What is the value of proteins in our life? Like we will take meats,
Yeah,
eggs, poultry.
right, right. Um, Protein is important, and then protein is important because it's the building blocks of recovery, growth, and cellular development. If you don't have protein, you don't grow muscle. You get weak. You need protein to sustain. It's like the building blocks holding
Right.
your magnificent body together. So when we talk about recovery on a day-to-day basis, you need protein to help recover your muscles. If you want to build your muscles, you need protein to help build your muscles. It helps with immunity, to help fight sickness. Protein is there to, fight off sickness as well. So
Yeah.
protein is essential when we talk about what you can do on a day-to-day basis, and if you want to improve what your muscles can do. Yeah, so protein is important.
So, sir, what protein we should take? Which is the most important, and it will not affect our body.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Which protein we should take that do
Okay.
not affect our body.
I would always suggest plant-based protein. All right. A big misconception is that people think that protein has to come from an animal, but that's not necessarily true. You have
Right.
different forms of plant-based protein. You have beans, you have lentils, you have nuts, those types of things, and those are always, and it's a ton of a lot of different types of plant-based protein. But if you do prefer meat and you enjoy meat, I would always say lean protein for meat. Okay, when we talk about like lean chicken breasts,
Yeah.
lean cuts of, if you eat beef, lean cuts of beef. Fish is an
Right.
excellent source of protein. With fish
Right.
oils, it's great with that omega-3 fatty acids, something that's
Right.
wonderful. So you have fish, um, lamb. So you want to keep things that are lean when you talk about animal source. You want to have lean protein.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So, sir, what are the importance of eggs in our bodybuilding?
And I wouldn't say it's the importance of eggs. I wouldn't say they're so important. I think it's just convenient. It's easy for people, You have
Right.
eggs, it's an easy source of protein. You can take it and you can cook it many different ways. It's not just one way. You can cook eggs 5 or 6 different ways. So I think it's just easy. It's like an easy go-to for people to have protein. I think
Right.
that's what it is. I wouldn't say eggs is like a more important protein. I just think it's easier for people to use that source of protein or use eggs as protein, you know?
So, as we normally see, the guys who are doing fitness or their shape of their bodies. Normally, I personally saw some guys taking like 50 boiled eggs, 70 boiled eggs, 20 boiled eggs. So, what is the significance we are using here?
Of like the raw eggs?
The boiled eggs.
Oh, the boiled eggs.
Yeah.
Um, I don't. Like I said, I think it's easy because you got to think about it. You can make like 10 boiled eggs and have
Yeah.
them club throughout the week. You know, you could just grab them and eat them on the go. It's easy. It's simple. I think that's what it is. It's not like, oh, eggs over, fish or anything like that. I don't think they're the top form of protein. I just think it's easy because you can go make 10 hard boiled eggs. You can put them in a lunch bag and eat them throughout the day whenever you need it.
So,
Yes, I think.
sir,
Yeah.
yeah. So, sir, is it help to make muscle strong, or do as we have our biceps and all? So, is it helpful?
Is it helpful to what, like with the biceps?
Yeah. Is it helpful to grow the muscles, the boiled eggs? Is it helpful?
Oh, you said with the boiled eggs?
Yeah.
It's helpful because, like we said, it's a source of protein. If you
Right.
go in and you do a hard workout, you need some protein to help the muscles recover and to help them grow. Boiled eggs are a source of protein, so they are helpful. But you can also do that with fish. You can do it, with peanut butter. You can do it with chicken breast. It doesn't, or you can do it with people use like protein powder. But you can do it with any source of protein. I would always just recommend it being some sort of lean protein. But that's what it is. It's just the boiled eggs are a source of protein, so they do help with muscle building. That's correct.
Right. Sir, ever you visited India?
No, I have not, but I have a couple friends that are from India. I don't know exactly where, but it's definitely a place I want to visit.
Right.
How's the
We,
weather
we
usually hot?
yeah, it's hot over here. It's too much hot. It's too much hot. We because now the lockdown is going on, and we all are inside the house,
Right.
and like you know these things, like we Indians eat a little bit of like ghee and oily things, a little bit, little, not little bit, we eat too much. That's how we grow up. That's how we grow up. But the thing is, so like even me, I'm little fat, so it's also bothered me. But the thing is, sometimes the cow, you know about the ghee, right?
I'm
The
saying, do I know
the
about the
fat
what?
from the cow's milk, the
Yeah,
ghee.
from milk.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
the fat from the milk.
Yeah.
Sir, what is the thing we can get from that one? Because it's highly available in India, and people whoever we have big Olympians and big players, they always suggest to have the cow's fat because it gives us lots of strength. So how you will see these things?
As far as like cow milk,
Yeah, cow's milk and its fat.
the fat within the milk.
Yeah, no, yeah, yes.
I would always recommend just do your research. Me personally, I try and stay away from dairy,
Yeah,
because there is studies and facts that show that dairy does cause inflammation. All right.
right.
It causes mucus and inflammation. So those are two big things that you kind of want to be a little bit wary of it. But like I said, I always recommend you to do your research. But and it's fat and like cholesterol. You don't want the cholesterol to be too high too. So I
Right,
always say, look into it, do your research,
right,
because you can. It's a lot of things that they tell you out in the media. They say, oh, this is good for you, that's good for you. They have commercials about McDonald's, but they don't say,
right,
how bad it is for you. So I would always say, do your research, and kind of go from there. But it is factual that dairy, milk, cow's milk does cause inflammation.
right.
Yeah.
So, as this pandemic is going on, and everyone we know about United States of America, how you guys are surviving, and the situation is very bad. So how you see these things? People are dying, and it's not good for our world. So how you are looking to this 2020? Because it's 2020 starts with lots of restrictions, and it's not going good.
Right. I just think that we have to be responsible. That's one. So follow the rules and regulations that are put in place. They
Exactly.
are two different sides to it. People agree, some people disagree, but just
Right.
follow. I would just suggest follow the rules and regulations. Um,
Right.
and I would say communicate. Talk to your family members. If you have more time now, talk to people. Tell them that you love them. Let them know how you feel because you never know. I have friends who have had parents or brothers or sisters, family members that died from the virus, and they're not able to go to the hospital to see them. They're not able to have the actual funeral service. So I would say, reach out to the people that you care about. Let them know you're doing okay. See how they're doing, and just keep those relationships strong. And that can help you out in the long run. And even if you're at home isolated alone, reach out to the people you love, see how they're doing, let them know how you're doing. But we just have to stick together, stay strong, um, have faith, and just kind of see how everything plays out.
Right. Hello, Aditi. Hello, Aditi. He's one of our. She's one of our viewer. So, what are the things about water? Water is how much essential in our life. Drinking water.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. How much is what?
Drinking water is how much essential in our life.
Oh, so I would me personally, I would say shoot for a gallon every day. Shoot
Yeah.
to drink a gallon of water every day. That's I would say give or take close to 100 ounces.
Yeah.
A little bit more than 100 ounces. But um, statistics say you should drink half your body weight in ounces. Okay, and
Right.
that's if I'm going from pounds. So if I weigh 200 pounds, I want to at least drink 100 ounces of water, which is half my body weight. Um, I say that's not including physical activity. So if you do physical activity, you sweat, you lose water, you have to even replenish the water that you sweat. So if you're exercising, you have to drink more than that. So I always tell people to shoot for a gallon of water. So that way, if you come up short, you'll probably still have a significant amount. But water is very important, very important.
Right. So, how you think about this fitness thing? It is where it is come from. Like you are from childhood, you are interested, or after some time you got it and uh, get into this profession. How you
Right.
get into this profession?
So growing up, I played a lot of sports. So I was
Yeah.
always active. I played baseball, American football, basketball. I
Right.
played all types of sports. And
Right.
when I got to school, I went off to college and I played football. Um,
Right.
and then just going through a basic healthy living class, we kind of
Right.
talked about the statistics of heart disease and how many people it's the number one cause of death in America. um, and I was really concerned about that, especially because I recently around that time two of my uncles died from a heart disease. So I thought it could be something that I could learn myself and something where I can give back and spread the awareness on how to prevent things. We can use food as medicine. Preventative care. Don't take medication and pills and everything. Instead, let's prevent those heart disease, the strokes and everything. Let's eat right, and we don't have to worry about taking medicine in most cases. So
Right.
that was the big thing. I said I can spread awareness about healthy living within my community, and I feel like I can change lives by doing that. So that's
Great.
what got me to go into this profession.
Yeah. So, where are you from? Where you born?
So I am born in Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah, right.
Yep. So Detroit, Michigan, we have all 4 seasons. We have winter. It's
Yeah,
just now getting hot, so we have winter, spring, fall, and summer.
right. So
Yeah.
another thing is, sir, how we are like we are living in now. It's 2020 now,
Hmm.
and how you see this changes from decades. How fitness is getting important in a, normal people day to day life. Like as a human, we are starting from like let's say 1720 from there. We get a number from there, so from 1720, it's 2020. So how your research and what you saw in people, how they're aware of this fitness thing?
I think it's just starting to book. I mean, it's almost like a trend. You know how trends come and go. I think this is a trend, but it's something that's growing and growing more and more and more. So we kind of fell. I mean, with the fast food industry getting big, it started to take normalize, and people wanted to get things fast on the go, and that kind of took away from our healthy lifestyles. We stopped walking a lot. We became more sedentary, working long hours, and I think now we're starting to make that change to where okay, we are starting to learn that health is more important. So instead of putting work and getting everything done at first priority, a lot of people are switching and making health their first priority. And I see those changes, within like the last 5 years. You know, um, a lot of jobs are creating um, incentives for people to go exercise. I have a ton of friends who their job pays them to go exercise.
Great.
Yes, yes. So you see
That's
things like
that's the
that
thing.
that gives you hope about, all right, we're making changes to become healthier. We are
Right.
putting things in step, but we just have to continue to build awareness and push that breakthrough.
So, who do you think like in Hollywood or in film industries, like who you think is the fittest guy?
Oh man, that's that's tough.
We, we,
That's tough.
don't get diplomatic, sir. Give me
I mean,
one answer.
we can talk about like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
like
right.
the man. He's the goat in that. He has
Right.
bodybuilding, and he has his own showcase. Every year he has his own showcase.
Yeah,
But it's a lot of them. I say one that I'm pretty impressed with is Michael B. Jordan.
yeah,
With I think in the movie Black Panther, how he was able to
yeah.
make changes, and in Creed. So I mean, it's a lot of them. They get they get on good workout plans and they stay consistent. Because that's what their job requires. It's like, all right, you got to get this big in 4 months. So let's feed you and let's get you on a workout plan. So I mean, they can do it, but I would probably say Arnold Schwarzenegger is like one, obviously, just from he's a classic.
Right. So, like we as we grow up till now, from our childhood, we saw WWF, and now after that it will get WWE. So,
Yeah.
how you saw Mr. Rock Johnson? How you saw that guy? Because I'm a devotee. I can say I will be the biggest fan of his. So how you saw that guy? Because we saw him in the WWF. Then he transformed his body, and what he is today is like this question will be interested, like all of the viewers, they will like this question, because we want to know about him, because he's an idol for us. We saw him from our childhood. He's our childhood hero. So till now, how you think to how he spent his time and his dedication to get himself how he was now, how he is now?
Oh man, I mean, yeah, he's one of the greatest. But I mean, in his case, he was eat, sleep, wake up in the gym. He's in the gym probably. 20 hours throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? That was his job to really be there, be dedicated. Probably working out. I'm pretty sure you can find his workout regimen online. You can find it
Yeah,
online,
right.
but I'm pretty sure, working out 3 times a week, you know?
Yeah,
I mean, and you can see it. I mean, but you have to be consistent, dedicated, and his
yeah,
his mind frame is just like, this is my priority. This is what I do every day, and nothing can stop that. When you have a goal
right,
in mind, you have to say, this is what I'm working towards. Everything else is in the rear view. I'm not paying attention to it. This is what I have to get done. Everything else can follow after. So it's all about
right,
that dedication, big time dedication.
right. So, as this in situation of pandemic, what hygiene suggestions you want to give to our viewers?
Oh, I'm sorry. What was that?
In this pandemic situation, what kind of hygiene suggestions you will give?
Like hygiene.
Yeah,
Um, so like social hygiene, I would say. I mean, what they tell us to do is, stay 6 feet apart from people. Make sure
yeah,
if you're going into an enclosed area with multiple people, make sure you're wearing a mask. Um,
yeah,
keep it hand sanitizer. If you're not able to wash your hands, keep it hand
yeah.
sanitizer. Wash your hands frequently throughout the day. And that's kind of what the CDC tells us to do, the rules and regulations. So I
Right,
would always just recommend, what they say.
right. So, how much you get your time to spend with your family nowadays?
It's most of my family is close. We stay close by, but I don't get to see much of them often. We do, if I do see some of them, it's kind of socially distant, so I can say, hey cousin, how you doing? And actually,
Yeah.
my aunt, she turned 75 last week, so we
Okay,
had
that's great.
about we had about 50 cars drive by our home, and we pretty much had a
Yeah,
parade. So I can still see some of my family a little bit. We can interact a little bit, but those types of things. We're not hugging and socializing or having parties or anything. But I can still call them. I can still see them and say hello.
right, right. That's the main thing.
Right.
And so yeah, because sir, like we do our job every day, and we get into those things, and uh, like in our day to day life, we can't get close to our families. But this quarantine, I'm not saying this quarantine is good or something, but the thing is, this quarantine somehow get us close to our close ones, uh, right?
Yeah, yeah, I would agree.
So, sir, are you married or are you single?
I'm single. Yes.
Sir, sir, what you suggest to be in Michigan, and where we should go for like workout classes, or whoever will saw where to go to get the right thing to do.
You talking about in Michigan?
Yeah,
Oh, it's a ton of places. You just talking about to go in and work out, to exercise?
yeah,
It's a ton of places. I would always say a great places to start is the YMCA. You
yeah,
have a ton of those around. Oh, you have so many gyms. Now, if you want to, you have like outdoor classes. It's really hard to say, but I would always recommend, like the YMCA. Or that's a perfect and safe space. It's a very family friendly, safe place. So you can bring the kids, they can have something to do. You can go exercise, you can play basketball, they have swimming, they have, workout equipment, they have group exercise classes. So they have a little bit of everything for everybody. So I mean, that's one of my favorite places.
right. So, as we looking forward, and I want to see you in India. So after this pandemic will get over, and once the life will come into a stable state, we
Yes.
want to see you in India, and we will have some fun over here, because we have lot. You can see a lot of things in India, because India represents like colorful. If I will define our country, then
Hmm.
it will be a colorful country. You can get lots of colors, different lifestyles, lots of languages,
Right.
and huge varieties of food,
Oh yeah.
healthy and healthy and good one, because we have two types of food. As a chef,
Right.
I know two types of food. One is healthy.
Okay. I'm all for the food. I'm a big foodie.
Yeah. So one is healthy and another one is good. So
Yeah.
good,
We'll make sure we
good
do an
is not.
extra workout.
Yeah. If you will eat good, then you have to work out more. And
That's
if
right.
you, yeah,
You gotta pay the
if you,
price.
yeah, yeah, right. And if you eat healthy, then it's cool. You can work out a little bit lesser,
Yeah.
but good food, if you will eat, yeah, it tastes really good, really good. But
Hmm.
we need certain kind of workouts either. So
Yeah.
yeah. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us, and I hope we'll meet again and we'll go live again. So thank you so much for joining me, and thank you so much for being in the culinary talks in Vishal Creations. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, for sure. We really appreciate you having us on, and we thank you a lot. We're gonna keep checking out the show, so whenever you
Yeah.
have another live, we're definitely gonna check it out and kind of see if there's anything else that we can learn from it.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. It is a pleasure to talk with you and get too many things from you, and it's valuable for our life, because these things, whatever we got from you, is immensible and it's very valuable,
Hmm.
because in day-to-day's life, like food and everything, to avoid certain kind of disease or certain kind of things, we need to be fit and healthy. So
Right.
thank you so much, sir, for your great words. Thank you so much.
No, absolutely. You enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir, for appreciating. I appreciate it, and
Uh,
we'll see you again. Thank you,
yes,
sir.
yes. Hopefully, very soon.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Bye, sir. Have a good day.
You too.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you guys for watching this live with Mr. Colin Parks, and it's great to be with him, and a great guy, and a recognized fitness trainer. So thank you so much for joining, and I hope you will like the live video also. I'll put now. So get in my Vishal Creations and see this video, and have a good day and be healthy, be good, and stay safe, and maintain the distance. Thank you so much. Signing off, Vishal Creations in Culinary Talks. Bye.